Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of 100 Yards Football Sports Talk Radio. I'm going to be your host and producer this evening, Logan Landers, and I'm going to be talking about the Week 10 NCAA matchup between the USC Trojans and the Washington Huskies. Two Heisman candidates going to be battling it out. It's going to be a great battle this upcoming weekend. But if you enjoy this episode here this evening, please give us a like, a comment, a share, and of course, subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. We go live each and every single week on both Facebook and on YouTube. And if you enjoy podcasts, well, you are in luck. We do have a podcast platform thanks to our friends at the Belief Podcast Network. If on anywhere you listen to your podcasts, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio, or anywhere else that I failed to mention. But without further ado, let's get right into this matchup. We're going to be talking about the USC Trojans, currently sitting as the number 20th ranked team in the country. A 7-2 record, have dropped 2 of their last 3 ball games, though. Of course, your quarterback is Mr. Caleb Williams, a man who has received a fair shake of criticism here in the past few weeks. We did a video last week, Mr. Football Vincent Turner did, asking if he should just shut it down. So if you want to see his thoughts on that, go check it out. But looking at the young man, the Heisman winner of last season, what he's been up to this season, he's got 2,646 yards through the air, a 9.6 average, 68% completion clip. He's got 25 TDs, only 4 interceptions, but he has been sacked 24 times. Running game, you got Marshawn Lloyd, your top guy, 766 and 99 carries. He's been in the end zone 8 times. Austin Jones backup, he's able to get it done as well. 258, 5 touchdowns on 50 carries. And Williams can also get it done with his legs if need be. He's got 74 rushes for 130 yards, and he's hit pay dirt 9 times for the USC Trojans. Obviously, we got a talented quarterback. Got to have some pretty good wide receivers, and yes, they do. Taj Washington, first one that sticks out. 35 catches on the season, 7-11 in terms of yardage, 5 tutties. Brendan Rice, 30 grabs, 519. He's got 9 touchdowns. He's looked really strong. Those are your 2 big guys. Then you have a few other ones you can circle out and look out for, like Mario Williams, Zachariah Branch, and Dorian Singer. Now, when you go over to the defense, this is a defense. This is a team that has players on the defensive end. But my goodness, they have struggled, and I think struggled is an understatement this year in how they have done. Bright spot, though, you look at sacks. You got Jamil Muhammad, 6 sacks for the young man on the year, leading your team. Solomon Byrd behind him with 5. Romello Height with 4. And Braylon Shelby, he's got 2. USC, they are able to get to the quarterback. They've got 23 sacks on the year, but they just struggle. They give up points after points after points and even more points. They've gotten a few interceptions on the year. They've gotten 6. But for me, the big factor, key factor in this game, USC, in their last 5 ball games, 5 straight ball games, that is, they've allowed over 30 points or more. That is tough to do, and it's tough to win if you give up that many points. So definitely something to watch out for. Let's flip over to the Washington Huskies, and a lot of people have this man pegged as the Heisman candidate, the top front runner this year, and that is, of course, Michael Penix Jr. He's had a tremendous season. I see why he's getting all the love. He's going to be closing in on 3,000 yards in this ball game, 69% completion percentage, averages 10 yards per throw, 24 touchdowns, 6 INTs, and he's only been sacked 5 times on the year. Running game plays a little bit of a second fiddle, obviously, but you do have a talented guy there in Mr. Dylan Johnson, 430 on the ground for him, and has gotten 6 touchdowns. Now, when you look at the receiving core for Washington, your main guy, one you're going to be looking out for, is, of course, Rome Odunze. He's got 907 yards. He might get over 1,000 in this game against USC. We'll see. He's got 7 touchdowns on the season, 17.8 average. And behind him, another guy, Jalen Polk. He's got 46 catches, 835. He's got an 18.2 average. And he's also gotten 7 touchdowns on the season. Also got to be watching out for Jalen McMillan and Jeremy Bernard. Some guys just to watch out for. That are some other key factors, some key players in this ball game. On the defensive side of things, you got Edifin Oliafushio, and I'm sure I butchered that, but I'm doing my best here. He's got 57 tackles on the year the young man has, and then Dominique Hampton right behind him with 52. Now, when you look at sacks, you've got a few guys with 2 on the board. That is the first guy, who I'm not going to try and pronounce again. You got Topolo Fite, which, like I said, I'm trying here. Braylon Trice and Jabbar Muhammad, all those guys have 2 on the year. as a team, they've gotten 10 sacks, not up against the quarterback with the best of them, to be honest. Now, you look in the secondary, you've got guys like who are really helping out with passes defended and some interceptions, like Michelle Powell. He's got 6 passes defended, 2 interceptions. Thaddeus Dixon, he's got 5 passes defended. You've got Cameron Fiber-Kellinen. He's got 2 passes defended and also 2 touchdowns. So they're able to get to the ball. They've got 9 grabs in terms of interceptions this year, 38 passes defended. So final thoughts on this matchup. I don't trust USC's defense as far as I can throw them. So with that factor really being the only one I think, I'm going to have to go with Washington getting the big win in this one. This is going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be definitely an offensive showing game. So with that being said, give me the Washington Huskies getting the big win in this one. Give me Washington 38 and give me the USC Trojans 30. So I think it's going to be a good matchup. I want to hear your thoughts, your predictions, and your scores in the comment section. Once again, on Facebook and YouTube. Like I said, I've been your host and producer this evening, Logan Landers. Enjoy the rest of your weekends, everyone, and we'll talk to you